Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Hollywood, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the Water Treatment Plant Monument in Rust. Water treatment is a Tier 2 monument that will require anywhere from 0 to 25 rad protection to loot. Now I know that is quite a large range, and I will explain that here in just a minute. There is a blue keycard puzzle at Water Treatment, so you will want to bring a blue keycard and one fuse if you want to be able to loot the puzzle. Some of the pros. The best part about Water Treatment Plant is that probably around 80 to 90% of the monument can be looted with 0 rad protection. There are a few areas of the monument with higher radiation though, so if you want everything, then you will want to come with around 25 rad protection. There are quite a few box spawns around the monument. Many of them can be military crates, so you have a much better chance at higher tier loot than a Tier 1 monument. Finally, a Chinook Crate can also spawn at Water Treatment, making the monument even more profitable to loot if you can win the battle for that crate. Some of the cons of Water Treatment include, since most of Water Treatment can be looted without any rad protection, the boxes can get looted pretty quickly. This can make trips to Water Treatment very hit or miss based on if the boxes have respawned or not. You will probably run into some higher tier players at Water Treatment, especially if there is a locked crate there. Even though most of the monument can be looted as a naked, there does seem to be random pockets of radiation that if you run into, you're going to get quite a bit of radiation in just a little bit of time. Finally, there is another jump puzzle at Water Treatment that can have 4 to 5 boxes on it, so you will need to be a practiced jumper to be able to access those boxes. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the monument tour. Now, before we get started with the monument tour, I do want to kind of give you an overview on the path we are going to take through Water Treatment that I have found to be most efficient. I will show you the path that I generally take if I'm not doing the blue keycard puzzle, and then later I will show you the path that I take if I am doing the keycard puzzle. Okay, so this is an overhead view of Water Treatment. Generally, I like to come in somewhere on this side right here. So if I'm coming in this way, or through this way, generally, if you stick to the roads, you won't take any radiation. So I like to come in through this road right here, cut in through here. There's a little bridge right here that you will want to cross, and there's a box right here, and then right here there's a ladder that you will take down, and there's another box spawn right at the bottom of the ladder. Then you're going to come through here, so there's 2 boxes right here, or up to 2 boxes right here in this little cove. So then you're going to want to come back over here around the front of this building, and then inside this building there can be up to 4 boxes. Those can be regular brown boxes or military boxes. It can be a box that spawns right here, down, and then there can be a box that spawns right here. So that this room right here can have up to a total of, I believe, 6 boxes. Once you are done looting this room, I like to come over here, and then right here is our jump puzzle. At the top, there can be, I believe, up to 5 boxes. Those can be military or regular brown boxes. And then at the bottom, underneath, you will need radiation protection for. And I believe there can be up to 4 boxes there. Most of those are either food or medical. Then, once I complete this part, I come over here. There's a little ramp that you can come up and loot the box up on here. And then I come down, and again, there's another ramp that you can use to loot this box right here on top of this little part. From there, I like to come over, around, up here, and then up here is our water tower. You'll want to take the ladder up the water tower, and there can be up to 2 boxes that spawn on top of the water tower. And again, for the water tower is a part that you will need radiation protection for. I believe it's 25 rad protection. And then that is generally my route if I'm just looting the Water Treatment without a blue keycard. Now, there are some more boxes that I didn't include, but I don't usually loot those boxes just because I don't usually need them. In this, I believe it's in this red shack right here, there can be a food or medical box that spawns. And then on top of this little podium right here, I believe a food or medical box can also spawn. But again, I don't usually loot those, but you can totally loot those if you feel like you need that food or medical box. Now, as far as the blue keycard puzzle goes, the fuse room is right inside this building. And then once you get the fuse in, you activate it, you'll come through this road, and then come up this ladder over here, and then on the outside on this side, there's a door that you will swipe your keycard, and there is a room inside of here with up to 6 boxes in it. With that being said, let's go ahead and start the tour. So we are on this road. This is generally where I like to enter, somewhere on this side of Water Treatment. Usually I like to enter this way. You don't have to. Okay, but this is usually the best way, in my opinion, the best path to take. So you're going to come through here. Now, I mentioned before that there are random pockets of radiation. If you stick to the street, you can generally avoid those pockets of radiation. The places where you get in trouble is in these little ditches right here. Now, if I come down here, you'll notice I'm not getting any radiation. Right now, I have 0 radiation protection. However, if you look at these little junk piles, these junk piles that are spread out periodically are generally where you're going to start taking a bunch of radiation. If I come here and I now get onto the radiation or onto these junk piles, you can see I'm quickly gaining radiation poisoning. So I want to get off that pile and try to avoid those piles as much as I can. Okay, so I come through here then, and you can go through this door. On this ledge right here, there's a box, and then if you come down this ladder, there's a box that spawns right here. Okay, you can come back up this ladder then, through here. Here's our main building. Okay, to open it, you just press E on this wheel, wait till it opens, and then you can go through. And there can be, I guess there's 4 boxes right here, and these boxes can be brown boxes or military boxes. And then come up through here. This room right here is the room where you're going to want to put your fuse in. So you'll put your fuse in right here and flip the switch. I'll get to that later. To exit, you press this button, come out here, and there is a box that can spawn right here on this ledge. And then come over this way, jump over this, and there can be a box that spawns right here. Then I like to run through this way. This brings us to our jump puzzle. You'll see there's a medical box that can spawn right here. I think just a regular box can spawn also right there. And then inside here, you'll notice I start taking radiation. There can be a couple boxes that spawn here, and there can be a box that spawns over here. As far as radiation protection goes, simple something like 25 rad protection, something like this outfit should work. If I go under here now, you'll notice I'm no longer gaining any radiation poisoning, so you should be safe to loot it. Now, as far as the jump puzzle goes, you want to take this ladder up, and then the recommendation that I give you is your first 2 jumps should be just regular walking jumps. So I'm going to jump up on here, I'm going to press W and jump. Do not hold shift, because if you hold shift, you will probably jump over it. Now press W and jump, and that gets us to this second ledge right here. Now I like to crouch and then walk towards the edge of this, and the next 3 jumps are going to be shift jumps. Now you do not want to go as far as you possibly can. You want to shift jump, but like kind of towards the end of it, you want to kind of stop and turn towards the wall to help you kind of stop your momentum, I guess. So I'm going to hold down shift, jump, okay, and you notice I almost jumped over the edge, so I kind of had to stop myself towards the end. And again, I'm going to walk towards the edge, hold shift, jump, and turn towards it to kind of see where I'm going and stop my momentum. And then this last one, you can jump over it, because you'll notice there's a little plate right there that's going to stop our momentum for us. So I'm going to jump as far as I can, and you can see it's like impossible to fall off here because this plate stops us. Now all you have to do is jump up on here, and you can loot these boxes. Now there can be, I believe, up to 5 boxes that spawn on here. So if they're all up, you're going to have quite a nice little payout. Then you can just come over here, jump down this ladder. Keep in mind that you cannot reach this ladder if you try and jump up from this way, so just keep that in mind. And then jump down. And then from there, I like to come over here. There's a little ramp that you can take up here to loot this box. And then a little ramp that you can take over here to loot the box up here. Then, to finish it off, I come all the way up here. And again, this is another part that you will need radiation protection for. I come up this ladder, come up here, there can be a box that spawns right up here, and if you go up this ladder, there can be a box that spawns on top. Sometimes these boxes on top can be medical or food boxes, but they can also be regular boxes as well, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as the puzzle goes, you're going to want to come back to this building, open up this, go through, come all the way up this stairway, and then right here is where you're going to want to put in your fuse, and then you need to make sure that you click activate. Activate that, come through here, open this door, jump over, come through this little road right here, up this ladder, up these stairs, and then this right here is the door that you will swipe the card. And then there can be up to 6 boxes. These can be brown boxes or military boxes in this room. And then if you come through here, in this room you will need radiation protection, because if I try and come in here as a naked without any rad protection, I start taking radiation. So just keep that in mind, that you will want some radiation protection in here as well. Right here is our red key card, and then right here, this switch, eventually that door closes. So if you want to be able to exit, you need to make sure you flip this switch, and then you'll be able to actually open this door if you can't get out in time. And one final thing before we end this video, there is a Chinook Crate that can spawn and drop here on this map. It spawns right here in the middle of this road. Now, a lot of people choose to defend this Chinook Crate from either inside this building or on top of it in some way. There's a way that you can actually jump up on top of this building and get a good bird's eye view. I personally don't like to stand on this because it leaves me wide open from all around this area. Now, if you have multiple people on your team that can, kind of watch your back, then that's fine. But me, I always play solo, so I have to be more strategic about where I kind of look over the crate. So for me personally, the best spot for me that I've found, if you come right over here in this little, whatever this is, there is a nice little bush that usually spawns right here that I can get right in this little nook and hide, and I have a perfect view of the crate and anything that's happening around the crate, and I'm pretty well hidden in this little bush right in this little thing. So I can crouch right in here and I can get a nice little view. So hopefully that tip helps you as you're trying to loot the crate solo. So that's water treatment. It is a tier 2 monument since it does have some radiation, and it has a tier 2 blue keycard puzzle. Thank you so much for watching my guide. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my previous monument guides as well, where I walk you through each tier 0 monument, the tier 1 monuments, and check out my future tier 2 monument guides and tier 3 monument guides as well. In this channel, I specialize in fun and creative base builds, so be sure to check out my other videos for those. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!